I'll be drinking good rosé and sometimes lemon drops. I'll be wearing diamond rings and Louboutins a lot. Sometimes I can be extreme, I'm never gonna stop. Keep this party going, we'll be dancing till we.
This is #1 champion sound. Yeah, Estelle, we about to get down. Who the hottest in the world right now? Just touched down in London town. Bet they give me a pound. Tell them put the money in my hand right now. Set up a motor, we need more seats. We just sold out all the floor seats.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come pick you with you. You'll be my American boy. He said, hey sister, it's really, really nice to meet ya. I just met this 5'7" guy who's just my type. Like the way he's speaking, his confidence is peaking. Don't like his baggy jeans, but I'ma like what's underneath it. And no, I ain't been to MIA. I heard the Cali never rains and New York's wide awake. First, let's see the West End. I'll show you to my bedroom. I'm liking this American boy, American boy. Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come pick you with you. You'll be my American boy, American boy. Can we get away this weekend? Take me to Broadway. Let's go shopping, maybe then we'll go to a cafe. Let's go on the subway. Take me to your hood. I've never been to Brooklyn and I'd like to see what's good. Dressed in all your fancy clothes. Sneakers looking fresh to death. I'm loving no show toes. Walking that wall. Talk that slick talk. I'm liking this American boy. American boy. Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come pick you with you. You'll be my American boy. Tell him walk one block.
Who killing them in the UK? Everybody gonna say UK. Reluctantly, cause most of this press don't with me. Estelle once said, tell me cool down, down. Don't act a fool now, now. Always act a fool, ow, ow. Ain't nothing new now, now. He crazy, I know what you're thinking. Rapping, I know what you're drinking. Rap singer, chain blinger. Holla at the next chick soon as you're blinking. What's your persona about this Americana? Rhymer, am I shallow? Cause all my
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm kind of hoping that my mic is picking up currently. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Hello, chat. I'll turn off the music once I load into lobby and I can see things. Lobby is just getting started. But for now, we're just chilling, you know? But yes, welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. My home track, personally, as Australian. Not in the home city though, unfortunate. Kind of like annoyed that I'm missing this one because I want to commentate, but at the same time, I feel like Monaco is where I peaked, so yeah. Hello Potty, welcome. I really should get off the screen. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even know if I'm allowed to swear. We're gonna get rid of the music now. Just abrupt end to music. Will we have any sort of thing? I will have fun. Am I allowed to swear, Emolo? Is it fine for me to swear? I should have asked this. You want to race this track? Goddamn. Anyways, Quali. Short Quali has started. Welcome, welcome chat. 11 people already tuned in. Very nice. Well, no, okay. I'll try not to swear. I'm kind of I've got a habit of swearing. That's just my personality. But yes, short quality has started. We are waiting for people to be out on track and load their setups and whatnot. Pretty sure Park Ferme is on. So yeah, we will hopefully have people that actually put their setups on, as we've already lost someone from in the session. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. Yeah, it is very hard. Okay, as I see Red Bull and Psycho. God, who's the Red Bull? Oh, and Buffles Fontaine. I didn't even see that on the track map. They are going for their outlaps. I clipped the swears. Oh no, you're gonna report me. As yep, this is gonna be the slowest. That's the word. Slowest lap in existence because outlaps. So for drivers to warm up their tires because of the new tire regulations. The new tire regulations, if you guys do not know, it is bigger tires and colder tire blankets. So they have to put an effort to warm up the tires. They don't get the temperatures of the tires straight up off the bat, off rip, out of the pits. Yes, open a ticket. Oh wow. And also, I'm sorry in advance for just stumbling on my words and whatnot. It's the first time I've commentated in a while, like a few months. So yeah, bear with. I will get better as weeks go by. I've got about, I think, 7 races. But yes, who's interesting that's gone out? I mean, it's not like I'm gonna spectate them for now because I'm gonna spectate Buffles, but ooh, we got Jarvis in the session as well. This is gonna be someone to watch out for. We got Corsair in the session and whatnot. But anyways, Buffles Fontaine starting his lap flat out in the DRS zone, into turn 1, into turn 2. Try not to exceed track limits there. He respects that very well, very nicely. Ride the exit curb into the second DRS zone. All the way down, flat out into turn 3. Brake for turn... turn 3, fuck. Turn 4 next. Third, fourth gear corner. There. It's kind of awkward. Turn 5, flat right-hander. Well, should be flat in these cars quite easily. Turn 6, I think I've lost count of the corners either way. Flat out right-hander. And here we are going down the not so straight. It is a reworked part of the track. There used to be a corner here. It's give it a wreck, wow, potty. As we go into the fast left-right chicane, quick little downshifts, flick the car left, flick the car right, ride the exit curb as much as possible. Try not to exceed track limits. As you go into this reworked right-hander, very sharp 90-degree right-hander, try not to ride the sausage curb on the inside. He does this very nicely, clips the apex. Clips the apex for this corner as well. I don't even know the corner names. Into the penultimate corner and the last corner. Try to be as brave as you can on throttle. He does so very nicely. Very tidy lap from Buffelsfontein, and this will be a provisional pole of a 19.5. Decent banker lap. That's what I'm trying to say. Does a Corsair does Corsair crash valid tonight? That'll be funny to figure out. Australian call names. Yeah, nah, yeah, nah. Nice one, chat. As we got the next few runners, Keegan and Psycho, doing 20.0 and a 20.2 respectively. Not fast enough to beat Buffelsfontein. Dutoy, 20.5. As who's the next one? Mr. M, next one to cross the finish line. What will he do? He will do a 119.5, putting him just behind Buffelsfontein. As we got Corsair, who did a 21.1, probably messed up his lap a little bit there. Who else we got? I cannot keep track. I think it's Hazan. No, it's an invalid lap, but there's an Alfa Romeo behind it. It's Jarvis, and Jarvis has done an 18 flat. What a lap from Jarvis. We got Timur Razim. I do not know how to say his name. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. Doing an 18.9, quite solid for provisional P2 at the moment. I Am the King has done a 20.1. I did not notice that. As there was something that updated and I didn't see it. Oh, it's John Hannes who did a 19.7. And we have Dark Fox who's replaced my seat. He's on a flyer. Let's go watch him. Flat out through into turn 3. Short shift into 4th, as you do for turn 4. Stays in 4th, and then flat out from here. All the way until the fast left right chicane. Will he get obstructed? No one knows. As Emoller has done a 19.1. Solid times for first laps out there for everyone so far. As Pregarol has retired from session. What's happened there? It appears to be in the pit lane. Oh no, it's the last corner. As Corsair's done an 18.3. That is unfortunate. He must have spun out and hit the inside wall of the pit lane. Unlucky for him, he will not have a time. He will probably start last. As let's see what Dark Fox is doing currently. He's flat out just in the track limits there. As we get into the penultimate corner and the final corner of this qualifying lap. What time will this be with the DRS wide open? It will be a 17.9, so fastest of the banker lap runners. Which is nice. Bender, yeah. Sorry about that. As, let's see, who's on a push lap? Hassan's on a invalid. John Hannes seems to be going for another push lap after doing a cooldown. Seems like he could do, he thinks he could do faster on these set of tires. So he may as well, as we ride along with him into turn 3. Quite tidy, uses as much of the track as possible. Personally, I don't recommend that over there, but you know what? You do you, boo. He is a very solid driver in this league. We've had a 1-2 finish before, and did a humid. When did I do something here on the last corner? I do not know, but someone's causing yellow flags. It is probably the people out of fuel. Okay. I will continue to ignore that, as John Hannes has done a purple second sector. Loses the rear end in the fast chicane, unfortunately, but maybe he still got some time up. I'm not too sure. I did check that he was 1 and a bit tenths up on his personal best time. We'll see if he completes the lap or if he just goes straight into the pits and aborts it. Into the second last corner. Does he go into the pits? He goes a wee bit too wide and touches the grass. And no, he's finishing the lap. He's flat out. What time does he do? I don't expect it to be much of an improvement. 1/10 improvement. 1.5 improvement. Putting him at a 19.5, provisionally P8. Keegan and Psycho, is that? No, it's not Psycho. It's Dented on an outlap as well. Just squabbling on outlaps, just getting past each other and warming up tires. Ultramodern 4 message of being in the chat. Yeah, unfortunately, House of Esports has a terrible acronym. I like it, but it's terrible for chats and everything. I'm not going to allow it or not. I don't know. Actually, I might allow it, but that requires me tabbing out. So I'll do that after this. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. I am. Yep. So he will be starting behind Prego Roll. Unfortunately for him, as let's go on board with Keegan in the Red Bull. Just straight. Wow, flat out. Just the section is always flat out. It always. What's it called? Fascinates me how the downforce works. As he's 2/10 up on his time, this wouldn't improve anywhere. It wouldn't gain him positions anywhere unless he does a really good second and third sector. This was only the split time in the first sector, but will he get impeded by? Not okay. He doesn't get impeded by Mr. M as he goes straight into the gravel to not impede them. But anyways, end of sector 2. I did not see the split time. I am dumb. Into the right-hander. And the other one, I need to learn these corner names. Honestly, I'm going to Google the track map, the corner names of it. And into the last corner, we will be seeing, I assume, a 19.7. I'm guessing. This is my guess. 19.6. I was close enough. Close enough. Doesn't gain him a position, but he puts him really close to the P8 to P10 range. We'll see how this works when, what's it called? We'll see how this works on the final runs when everyone's giving it full beans. Just excuse me for a second. I am Googling the Albert Park corner names. Just so I can sound more smart. Human commentator mode, I know, right? Let's see. Oh god, these names. Okay, well. Who do we go on board with? Let's okay, I was gonna go on board with Corsair, but he seems to have spun a turn 2. So we're gonna ignore that. As we have Dark Fox going down the straight into the Sports Center corner, that's what it's called. Which transitions into Hellas, into Whiteford, the right-hander afterwards. Yeah, I am not gonna go with these corner names. It was worth a shot, chat, it was worth a shot. But no, I am just going to go by corner number if I can keep track, as Dark Fox has improved and it's a purple first sector once again. Going into the flat-out second sector. What will he do here? Will he lose the car? We'll see now, as we can hear the car absolutely bottoming out. 6th gear in the left-hander. Mounts as much curb on the right to get a good line for it. What's the second sector split? It is something. I swear I don't know. Where's the second sector split on this track? I don't even know. Anyways, I haven't seen it since, as Mr. M has died on the last corner. We will see his corpse on this POV. Yep, he binned it in the pit lane, and the car's reset to track automatically. But what will Dark Fox do? He doesn't improve by half a tenth, unfortunately. But let's see what Jarvis has. He is starting his lap now. DRS wide open, ERS absolutely pumping to give the extra horsepower that the car needs to do faster laps. 6 minutes left on the clock. Who's going to get pole, do you think, guys? Who do you think's going to get pole? As it's a very clean turn 1 and turn 2 for Jarvis from V-Drop organization. From the V-Drop organization. Yeah. My words today, my words, but I can feel myself getting there. As into, I believe this is turn 6 we go. Jarvis is over a tenth up, currently on his current time. So this is enough to topple Dark Fox from provisional pole position. But remember, chat, there's still one more run that everyone can do, as he is 1.88? No. Almost 2 tenths up, as we see a AlphaTauri absolutely bin it to get out the way. Unfortunate for him. But purple sector 2, either way. Minor improvements. Yeah, it's on the longest straight. I have discovered that, thank you. As, Jarvis has exceeded. Will he abort, or it looks like he's aborting, unfortunately. Well, it's not a straight, yeah, true. It's a bit of a kink. As Jarvis is going to go get new tyres. As Corsair set provisional pole by just about a tenth. Well done to him. from spinning at turn 2 to doing another lap and absolutely sending it. So, now it's a rush to the pits, as we have yellow flags in Sector 1 because of cars trying to get out the way, thinking that he's going to be on another lap. Yeah, longest bit without braking. I call it a straight, but it's not straight, you know? It's a curvy straight. As, Tormund, I'm trying to figure out the name. I think it's Tormund. I think he's done stuff as Lucas Enel's retired. That's in the pit lane, so that's not gonna be an issue. What is happening behind over here? We have Iamolo currently into turn 5. This is not the right horse I wanted to spectate, but you know what? We're gonna spectate it. I think the yellow flags in sector 2, now 3, are people who are out of fuel and on in-laps. So Iamolo are taking the shortest line possible through the long straight-ish area of sector 2. What's the split going to be? He is 2.5 tenths down. That is a bit unfortunate, and he's invalidated by cutting the left-hander too much. That is properly unfortunate, and he's going to have to pit so he can get new tyres and new fuel and charge the ERS. As we got Bosveld. Solidly, I cannot English. Decently fast driver. Currently in P5 with an 18.8. Will he be able to gain a second? I highly doubt it. Realistically, I doubt it, but you never know. With banker laps, you never know. They could be really slow banker laps, or they could be really fast banker laps. You know, you don't know how people prep for their qualifying sessions. But, okay, who's on a lap? Buffels Fontaine on a lap. T5. Flat out. Not invalidating. Very clean, very tidy. As he doesn't take the shortest line possible there, which is a bit of a... what's it called? It's a bit of a disadvantage. Taking the longer path... Thank you, Moss. Taking the longer path does lose you a couple thousand, but he takes purple sector 2 anyways, and is 2.5 tenths up. In the third DRS zone right now. Braking for whatever turn this is. I lose track from the left-right chicane onwards. Into the penultimate corner. What will Buffels Fontaine do? I'm going to take a gander at an 18.6. Will they prove me wrong? I don't know, but Corsair's retired from session. Is that in pits? I'm pretty sure that's in pits, as I see Ferrari in the pits. And no, he's done 18.8. That's a bit unfortunate. So, what's this? Bosveld's slowing down. That's to let drivers by. He's probably invalidated on his lap, as Jarvis is currently on a push lap. We have a Red Bull ahead of him. That was very close. He wasn't on a push lap. It was I Am the King, I believe, considering he's in the lap, as Jarvis is just invalidated. That is unfortunate. So will Corsair keep pole position in the pits? 1 minute 24 to go. All the drivers currently on track right now have enough time to make it around and start their laps. So this is going to be a bit of a hectic last minute of the qualifying session. So we're going to have Dark Fox next, starting his final run. Absolutely full send from him. Prep the last corner, make sure it's stable, make sure you have a good run into turn 1. DRS wide open, as apparently he's done a bit slower than his personal best. T1, T2, try to not exceed track limits. He does it perfectly. Going down to T3 now, DRS wide open. I keep saying that, I should stop. Into third, fourth gear, right there. Stay in fourth for T4, and flat out to T5 and T6. As Jarvis is retired. Jarvis has binned it on the second corner, as Dark Fox goes 2 tenths up on his time. Purple sector 1 from him into out of T7. Now it's a long straight. These kinks don't count as corners for some reason, apparently. I don't even know. As we go into turn 8 and 9, he's 1.5 tenths-ish up in sector 2. He lost a bit of time. Flicks it into the far chicane. Does it very cleanly, as it's the DRS wide open for the last time on the third DRS zone. Into T10. Very cleanly done there in the fast right-hander. Into T11 now. Full send. It's just a lift end. He's invalidated. He's not going to get pole. He was on for it. He was on for a good lap, but nope, he's not getting it. as the Aston Martin has retired on track driving, so he's not getting pole. Will Tormund be able to challenge, at least? Or, you never know, guys. Bosfeld won't be able to make it. Tormund now, what will he do? Will he be faster than John Harness? At least. And it will be a 18-4, so he gets past John Harness, putting him into P5. What will E-Moller do? Going around the final corner now, DRS wide open. And he goes across the line about now 5.5 tenths down. No improvement there. No improvement from anyone else behind. Keegan invalid. I am the king in P14 and Hassan P16. Unfortunate as we wait for Keegan to retire from session. So, Corsair on pole from the pit lane with Dark Fox 1/10 behind, but he's got the pace. In P2, Jarvis P3, the Aston Martin in P4, so about 3 or 4 tenths difference between the top 4. Then it is Tormund P5, John Harness P6, Bosfeld P7, Rufflesfontein, and E-Moller P8 and 9, half a tenth separating them. Sparkplug P10, I cannot read the rest because I've been kicked out of here, which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, Psycho P11 in the Mercedes, Mr. M P12 just behind Psycho's time, about 11 thousandths actually. Keegan P13, I am the king P14, Dutoy P15, Hassan P16, Pregarol P17, Focus Boy P18. Actually, wait, no, these guys have no time. So yeah, Pregarol 17, 18, Focus Boy 19, Dented, and last but not least, Lucas in P20. We'll see where he ends up at the end of this race. Lucas is a pretty pacey boy. But yes, top 4 today will be fighting for the win, 100%. That is my prediction. And if there's anyone who I think will be able to do it, I believe in Corsair or Jarvis for the win. Whether it be through good strategy or what, I have no clue. But they will definitely do it, as now we are waiting. I do not remember if there's a formation app. I will check this currently. It is not in this, it's in rules and flags, I believe. Formation app is off, so no, we're just gonna get straight in. I need to... What is the... Okay. I do not know which one is which. We'll just do this. I don't know. I just want the onboard engine to be a bit quieter so I can watch on board without getting my ears bleeding. Wait, no. Let me just do that. Why not? Who cares? It's a bit too quiet, right, chat? Who cares? Alright. As we are waiting for the start, you'll win without driving. Seems legit, Lassie. You can easily do it. Anyways, 1, 2, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And away we go with Corsair with a decent getaway, as we've got a Williams in the background and a McLaren with good starts. And let's see what happens into turn 1, as the outboard cam is quite useless. Jarvis getting a better start than Dark Fox, but Sparkplug is round. Sparkplug is round, and he's beached. Sparkplug is beached, but will he get going? He does get going without having to reset the track. Very lucky on his part. Anyways, Corsair leads to Jarvis, then there's Dark Fox, then there's John Harness, the Aston Martin, then Bosfeld. Bosfeld got a good start. And yeah, it's just a constant train for now, as I was going to investigate I Am the King for a second, but it is fine. What's this am I looking at here? We have Tormund, who is looking for a move onto Bosfeld, potentially into the chicane. No, okay, I was wrong. Don't mind me for the chaos of the start here, as we have Dark Fox looking at Jarvis. Will he do a send in the inside? No, but Tormund is getting Bosfeld into the corner. Well played from Tormund, very late on the brakes, very well done. As is there anyone else in the background that's gonna do anything? No, I don't believe so, as Focus Boy is ghosted, but Corsair has a solid lead by about 2/10. This is definitely not 2/10. There's a bit of a glitch going on here. We will know we will never know the actual gap. Anyways, Dark Fox is spun. Where's the Dark Fox? Yes, it was Dark Fox that spun into turn 2. He's still spinning. That is not good for this man right here. Very unfortunate, as I'm the King is pitted. Probably got his wing replaced. Unfortunate for him. That will give Sparkplug the position. So, race goes as follows. As Corsair, Jarvis, John Hannes, and the Aston Martin, with Tormund showing a really, really good start, but there is about 28 laps to go. So, let's see. Tormund actually, I thought he had a good start. He hasn't gained a single position, so he must have lost it and then come back again. Very good on him. As we have Prego Roll, who's gained 6 positions from the starting position. Very well done. As we have Dented, who spun and is in the wall. Thank God for ghosting, otherwise Dark Fox would have been dead. But yeah, oh, we have another death. We have another 2 deaths. We have Tormund and the Aston Martin. Did they collide, perhaps, going down the inside? I'm sorry I didn't capture that, because I was focused on Dented. That is a bit unfortunate. Corsair sets the fastest lap of the race at 21.2, as the Alpha gets going again with little damage, it seems, and the Aston does not have damage either. And yeah, so 3.8 second gap already from Corsair to Jarvis, and 3.2 to John Hannes. Has there been an instant between the two? Perhaps. I'm not sure. We need to disable I don't know. Lastly, I don't think ghosting is a good idea. Like, having it off. I've been in leagues where ghosting was off, and it was horrible. It's actually this league as well. It was horrible. My first race here for Japan. More people do die, and it's absolutely chaotic, but for some tracks it's not a good idea. Dented pits for a new front wing, though. So, oh yeah, I didn't check the tyres, actually. My bad, guys, my bad. So, Corsair start on soft, so that's why there is a 4.3 second gap to Jarvis, who's on mediums. Most of the runners are on mediums. Prego Roll on softs. Lucas NL from last to 11th on hards. Well played by him. He's making moves up the field. Well, he's got a bit of a gap to people in front of him. But he is the only hard runner so far. The only person who started on hards. Where is this? That's right. Which is a decent strategy in my books, going long. But yes, what's happening back here? We have a DRS trade behind John Hannes. Will Bosfeld actually make a move into turn 3? He's probably going to be very tempted to eye up this move here. Will he be dumping ERS? He is not dumping ERS, so he is saving ERS behind, as we have no potential movers so far. I don't think. We have Dark Fox, who is on the back of Dutoy, though, and this will be a move that will be happening very, very, very soon, as Dark Fox is going to be infinitely faster than Dutoy on these mediums. They're on the same compound, but Dark Fox just has better skill. I'm sorry to say that, but that's why they are, well, faster. That's why Dark Fox is faster in the corners, as it's an easy move. As I think Dutoy actually lets him pass there, as he's got no ERS. But yes, Dark Fox absolutely sending it now, as we have a death of Prego Roll. He's probably lost the rear end, but he's kept out the wall. I don't see any damage on his car, as this is a bit of a squabble now, as he tries to keep back the Aston Martin. He does that successfully. Hassan has no ERS though, so that will be an interesting battle to watch very shortly, as that will be an imminent overtake. As Bosfeld has basically 0 ERS compared to John Hannes's 81%. So this will be a move that's going to be coming very shortly. Very, very shortly, as John Hannes saves his ERS for later, as there is no moves going on down there. This is just a common DRS train currently. There is nothing special about that, as Prego Roll has spun again. Hopefully he hasn't hit the wall. I'm not going to watch it. But anyways, we have the Aston Martins that were passing each other, but Focus is ghosted, so I think it was just the other Aston in P14 that just went straight through him. As we have Dark Fox absolutely dumping his ERS to go around the outside of Lucas NL maybe. No, he thinks better of it, he activates ERS. But he's set at purple sector 2 though, 2 tenths up. But will he go for a move down here? They both have DRS. Lucas is not dumping. Fox is not dumping. They are both playing it a bit smart here. They don't want to squabble too much. As they've got Mr. M who's towing them currently with no ERS. But what's going to happen for the top 3 fight now, as Bosfeld still has basically no ERS. They're both dumping, they're both using their batteries currently. But it seems like Bosfeld is gaining time. So maybe Bosfeld has a lower downforce setup. But I don't think anything will happen this time, as Dark Fox is gotten by Lucas. And we'll see about if he's got a comeback. No, because of the tire difference. Pregorol's in the pits, probably damaged his wing. That is a bit unfortunate. Focus Boy, sticking on the back of Timurazim, I guess. I don't know how to say his name. Please correct me in DMs after this. I beg. But sticking with it, he's still ghosted, which is a bit of a bug, which is a bit unfortunate. Hopefully he doesn't exploit that. Otherwise, that's not going to be good days for him. As we have we have 2 DRS trains currently. We have from Bosfeld to Psycho and from Keegan to Lucas. And both of the leads of this DRS train have no ERS. So this is going to get spicy for both trains here. At some point or another, it will get spicy as a result of the lack of ERS and straight line speed from one of them. They're going to have to switch over and hopefully break away from it and not give the rest ERS, and that will compromise, well, the person who's got the least ERS in the train. So will John Harness go for it? No, he doesn't have the pace. But I see the side-by-side of the Haas's as Imola goes down the inside of Buffelsfontein, as Hassan's the first person to get a 3-second time penalty. What a clean move from Imola right there on his teammate, as we have a death of Psycho into the wall. Ah, that is so unfortunate, of the inside of T4, sorry. But he keeps going. He's got no wing, unfortunately. He's going to have to change it and maybe put on Hards. Hards will probably make it to the end. But he's going to lose a lot of time and places, as Lucas on the outside of Mr. M. Will Mr. M fight it into the chicane? No, he doesn't. He's very smart about that. He's got no ERS. He was somewhat at the front of the DRS train, and now he's at the back. So now he gets to benefit and charge his battery, as Dark Fox goes down the inside of Keegan. So it's all kicking off here. Dark Fox is making positions back, as we have a yellow flag. That is I Am the King spun at turn 2. But yes, Dark Fox can now break away from this group, as Keegan will definitely hold up Lucas at least. Lucas is the nearest rival of Dark Fox, as there's an incident again, perhaps, with Torment and Timurazim again? Question mark? They both have no wings, though. We will need some onboard perspectives of this after the race. That'll be very interesting to watch. That is very unfortunate if they've tangled twice now. But, you know what? It's fine. As we have Corsair who's spun. He's spun as Jarvis is going to get the position. But will Corsair stay in DRS as Buffelsfontein gets the 3-second time penalty now? Nope, Corsair's already out of the 1 second. He's lost so much time from that one crucial error. That is genuinely unfortunate for Corsair, but Corsair does have the pace. He can obviously make it back. Jarvis not really strong around this circuit, but you never know what Jarvis can do. Jarvis does Jarvis things. So my predictions for whoever's going to win this race are currently working out. Hopefully I don't jinx their races and give commentators curse. As John Hunt is still on the back of Bosfeld, Buffelsfontein trailing E-Muller currently, and Keegan is still sticking on the back of Dark Fox. That DRS is proving very, very handy for him to tow him along and improve his race compared to, well, using Dark Fox's pace and gaining on the Haas's as well. As yes, Corsair pits for a new set of tires. It doesn't seem like he changed for a new wing, however, but Oh well, as he's gonna end up, I believe, behind Dutoy and in front of Hassan. Yes, I am correct. So Corsair is going to have to navigate through the traffic. Unfortunately, hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he isn't too fast, and catches up on the DRS train that Emoller is currently leading. As there is a yellow flag at sector 3, it's Psycho. He spun again, but he's still going. But it seems like, what's the tire situation actually? Hang on, give me this. It seems like Corsair's doing soft, medium, mediums. He's doing a two-stopper, considering he started on softs. Those mediums will not make it to the end. So he's perhaps gambling on a safety car, which is interesting, as I Am the King has retired from session, and Dark Fox has spun as well. So I think I Am the King retired on track? Yes, he has. I believe he has. So Dark Fox has spun twice now, and he's behind Corsair, so he's a pit stop behind Corsair. I think. No, he's not, actually. I think Dark Fox pitted. Stops? Nope, he has not. Okay. So Dark Fox is now a pit stop behind Corsair, which is very bad for Dark Fox, considering he started behind Corsair on the grid, and he's now effectively 20 positions behind us. Corsair makes a clean move on Dutoy into the inside of T1. He will get another helping of DRS as Dutoy get a 3-second time penalty, and he's still fighting. This is very close racing currently. Will Dark Fox actually benefit from Corsair, or will they not work together, as Dutoy is still holding it? He's trying to hold Dark Fox now. Dark Fox goes around the outside, perhaps. No, he loses the rear end, and he's still stuck behind Dutoy. That allows Corsair to absolutely run away with it, already out of the DRS zone. As we have Keegan, who's been overtaken by Lucas. Lucas's tires are currently phasing in properly now into the DRS of the two Haas's. And also something I didn't look at. John Harness got past Bosfeld, but will Bosfeld come back? He comes back on the inside, brakes late, hits the sausage, but John Harness does a very nice switch back to hold position. Everything is absolutely kicking off at this moment in time, as Lucas has also gotten past Buffles Fontaine. But now he leads the DRS train, unfortunately. So will... Oh, never mind, he's died. I have cursed him. On the last corner, he lost the rear end and tries to save it, but ends up in the wall. Surprisingly, there is no safety car. I wonder what the safety car settings are on. What's Bosfeld on? He is not... there's no moves currently. I'm going to quickly look at the safety car rules, because I didn't see anything. It's on reduced, that's why there is no safety car. No, not even a VSC at this moment in time. That is a bit unfortunate. Either way, that is actually heartbreaking for Lucas. But Bosfeld is going down the inside of John Hannes. But this is before the DRS detection point, so John Hannes will get DRS for this next straight. So what will happen here? Will John Hannes fight it more, or will Bosfeld, with no ERS, keep position? I think he'll keep position. I think John Hannes is going to line it up for turn 3. As Pregorol has retired from session. I don't know if that's in the pits. I think that's in the pits. Where I can see... Wrong alpha. Jarvis... Nah, it's in the pits, I think. And... yeah, let's see now. Who's the biggest losers currently? Corsair, not the biggest loser, because he's pitted. Dark Fox, one of the biggest losers. Tormund, also one of the biggest losers for the incidents and their spins. John Hannes and Bosfeld's gained 5 positions. Bosfeld is one of the biggest winners here. Keegan too. Mr. M as well. Very good races from them as we are approaching. We are approaching the halfway mark in this race. Jarvis is getting a comfortable lead on Bosfeld. It's 8.9 seconds and growing, which is very good for him. Very nice. And Psycho's maybe going to get a move done here. I'm looking at these deltas. This is the closest battle for now, unless John Hannes has super speed. as Timer Regime has left the session, may have lagged out, as, whoa, Psycho has spun off turn 2, unfortunate. Used the ERS a bit too early. It's a common mistake we all have. Either way. What's going to happen here? As also Corsair's caught up on the back of Mr. M. They both have equal ERS pretty much, so yeah, there's going to be more moves happening pretty soon, pretty soon. So, what will John Hannes do here? He's deploying ERS a bit to try and keep up. I think Bosfeld has a low downforce setup. There is no way that with DRS and whatnot. As we have a spinner, that's Psycho again. That is unfortunate. As John Hannes will not be able to make the move. So what will... Well, actually, I was about to say, what will Corsair do? He's done it already. I am clearly not seeing the moves happen. I am focusing on the wrong battles. So, John Hannes, still on the back of Bosfeld. John Hannes definitely running a higher error setup as he gains in corners a lot better than what Bosfeld does. And the squabbling of these two has invited Emoler into the fray. Emoler will be able to maybe benefit off DRS just about, as yes, he's got DRS, so he will be brought into this fight now with Bosfeld and John Hannes. Bosfeld doing incredibly to absolutely just keep the pace of John Hannes and defend well just to keep in front of John Hannes. But yeah, no, that is impressive as Jarvis has pit. Jarvis on the mediums is pitting. He's slowed down a bit too much. And Bosfeld's also pitting. So this is going to let John Hannes free to just use as much pace as possible. As what is happening behind over here? I have no clue. Never mind, I do have a clue now. As Corsair now, he's effective P1. 3.7 seconds behind Emoler and John Hannes. Obviously, the top two have to pit. So yeah, a lot of people pitting at this moment in time. I will not focus on the biggest winners and biggest losers. Dark Fox is one of those who pitted. No one's got a 5-second time penalty for spinning in the pit lane. Very good on everyone, honestly. But yeah, so Corsair has undercut Jarvis by about 5 seconds, but Corsair will probably have to pit again because these tires will not last. So maybe Corsair is banking on a safety car, which would obviously be very, very good for him. He's gaining rapidly though on Emoler and John Hannes. Emoler has fallen out of the DRS of John Hannes as John Hannes has dumped a bit of ERS. Will these two pit and overcut Bosfeld? Probably. We shall see in the next few corners if they pit or if they stay out. As John Hannes pits and Emoler follows. That will promote Corsair into P1. So long as he doesn't bin it. As John Hannes gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is very unfortunate. So hard tires gone John Hannes. What goes on to Emoler? Probably hard tires as well. Yep, hard tires. And where will they end up now as they hit the pit line? Bosfeld going down the straight, and he's lost so much time. He's done a hell of a good job at defending, but he will have the warmer tires compared to Emoler. Will he make a move right here? He puts the ERS on. He's going to go around the outside turn 3. Emoler is not going to fight it because he's got cold tires. So, only John Hannes has overcut Bosfeld so far. But Bosfeld might get DRS because of John Hannes' cold tires. And remember, John Hannes has a 5-second time penalty. So, all in all, Bosfeld is still the lead of that group. As Buffles Fontaine as well is now on the back of Emoler on the fresh... Well, Emoler's got the fresher hards, but they still need to warm up. As we have Dark Fox lining up a move on Keegan here around the outside of the fast chicane of turn 7 and 8. Will he hold it? He does hold it beautifully around the outside. As Keegan is demoted to P8. Dark Fox's next target is Buffles Fontaine once again. 4.6 second gap, but that's what happens when you spin. So, what is the closest fight that I can watch? I believe it is this fight that I'm on currently between the two Haas's. Imola's tires are probably warmed up by now, so he will be able to gain from Buffles, as he's got, I believe, 1 lap fresher tires. It's not that much of a difference. Yeah, it's 1 lap fresher. Not too much of a difference, but it is a decent amount for about, I don't know, 200s a lap. Depends how you use the tires as well. As Imola has lagged backwards, that would probably have scared Buffles a little bit, as it scared me, and I'm not even driving. Very good, very tight line from Buffles Fontaine, riding the curb as much as possible. That is actually very interesting. As Bosveld is just holding on to John Harness. That is impressive from him, as we have a spinner of Tormund in turn 3. Probably went on the throttle a bit too much. I don't think there was an incident there. But, okay, yeah, I thought Dented would be fighting him, but no. So Bosveld is going to be in John Harness's DRS. That's going to be a long-term fight that will end up in, well, probably no fight actually, because of the 5-second penalty. As Buffles is right on the back of Imola. Imola is losing time to Buffles and John Harness. What is going on here? As they're both using ERS, they have a solid amount. Buffles Fontaine has a bit more than Imola. That makes sense, as Imola has no DRS and has to push a little bit more. So, nothing's going to happen there. Psycho, latest one to get a 3-second time penalty. Bosveld, very much on the back of John Harness. Buffles, very much on the back of Imola. Sparkplug just almost getting into the DRS of Dutoy. That will be happening hopefully soon. What else is happening in this race? Corsair is gaining time from Jarvis. So Jarvis on the hard tires compared to the mediums, not working. The hard tires are not working compared to the mediums, but the mediums will wear out. It all depends on if Corsair is gonna save those tires or go on to softs or something after the race. Who knows? Maybe that's why he retired early in the pit lane. That's probably because he had no time though. But, anyways, Bosveld. Bosveld. What will he do in these first 2 DRS zones? I wonder. I also wish I had a co-commentator, but oh, he almost loses the rear end there. Good save, but loses himself some time, so he has to burn energy to minimize the time loss and regain any sort of time that he lost there, as he sees the track limits right there. Probably got a warning, as yep, he's out of the DRS now, as Corsair gets a 3-second time penalty. That is a bit unfortunate. So now Jarvis only has to gain 2.7 seconds, which could very well be possible, you know. So what's Buffles doing? Buffles just chilling on the back of Imola. Maybe they're just working together. But Dark Fox has caught up. The Dark Fox, House of Esports driver, not Ocelot driver, as it's in his name. I don't know why he hasn't changed that yet. The Dark Fox just absolutely sending it, doing a lot faster laps. He's consistent with his times as well on his PB. Whatever that PB may be, he's just within a 10th or 2 of his PB. But now he's got DRS. He's got a lot less ERS than the 2 ahead of him, but he has the pace in the corners and under brakes, as we have a yellow flag of Mr. M, who's died on the exit, and it's a full course yellow. It's a safety car for that incident. Surprisingly, I thought it'd be a safety car for Lucas's incident, but you know, as Buffles gets the 3-second time penalty, as everyone slows down for the Delta. John Harness and Imola pits. Buffles Fontaine doesn't pit though. So people, okay, John Harness is serving his 5-second penalty and going for another set of mediums. Imola is going for another set of mediums. I think people should go for softs, as Corsair, well, isn't behind the safety car, so Corsair is 100% going to pit for softs. Jarvis as well. Everyone is going to pit if they are not dumb, but well, okay, I've just insulted Dark Fox there, as he also hasn't pitted because John Harness probably, but he's got another lap to go around and do so. So there is no stress currently. let's see what the tires people are on. Dented, the first one to go to softs. Very good call by him, as Dutoy has somehow run wide at turn 3. Torment has put on fresh hards. That is not a good call, buddy. So the general consensus for now is mediums and the one hard tire. Dented has, in my opinion, has done the best choice. These soft tires will definitely last about 8 laps. The safety car will be out for about 3 laps. As Corsair, yep, has pitted for softs. What's Jarvis going to? Is he going to go for softs? We shall see in a moment. What are those? They are mediums. So Jarvis thinking that the softs won't last to the end, but we shall see. I'm pretty sure this will benefit Corsair greatly, as Torment gets a drive-through for speeding on the safety car. Dark Fox has been promoted to P6 by just not stopping for medium tires, but everyone behind him is on fresh mediums until Dutoy and the drivers behind that. So the only people who I think have done the sensible option is Corsair and Dented. The people who are still on their hards, Dutoy is pitting now. That's a good call from him. Better now than later. The people who aren't sensible, in my opinion, and is on their old hards is Dark Fox, Focused, Hassan, and Timer Azim, and Torment on those fresh hards. I'm just not gonna judge that. It is a bit of a weird call, but I don't think he might have had a game glitch. He might have not been able to change it. So, you know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But yeah, so far, currently, we have Corsair in provisional P1, 3-second time penalty for him. Jarvis in P2, Dark Fox in P3, Bosfeld in P4. Bosfeld, yeah. I was about to say Bosfeld again. Buffelsfontein in P5 with a 6-second time penalty, though he did get past Emolo. Probably under pit stops or whatnot, but Buffels does have a time penalty, so he might relegate his position to Imola after the safety car restart. John Hunnes in P7, Keegan P8 with a 3-second time penalty. Focus Boy in P9, still ghosted. Hassan in P10 with a 3-second time penalty, with Sparkplug in P11. Dutoy P12 with a 3-second time penalty. Tarazim P13, Dented P14. Tormund P15, but with a drive-through, so that's pretty much last. And Psycho P16, 6-second time penalty. And Psycho has not had a good race, unfortunately. He's not had a good showing. The safety car has screwed him a lot because he's currently at the back of the safety car pack. He is going to get lapped by pretty much everyone who is in front of him. So Keegan, Focused, Hassan, Sparkplug, Dutoy, Tamarizim, and Dented will lap him because of the blue flags. Tormund will have to serve his drive-through, so he won't be able to lap Psycho. That is a bit unfortunate for him. Got a feel for the guy. But regardless, I believe safety car comes in next lap, as we still have cars coming onto the back of the grid. So Corsair's medium gamble has worked beautifully for him. I've also just realized that. As also just an F1 update, the toy has put on softs. I should have looked at that. But you know what? It is what it is. So Dutoy, Dented, and Corsair. Well, we're not going to watch Corsair because he's just going to pull away. Dutoy and Dented are people to watch out for, and well as everyone behind Dark Fox, Focused, and Hassan. Everyone behind those people on the old hard runners will be people to watch. So as safety car is not going in this lap, as we can see on the lights on top of the safety car, it's still orange. The lights have not gone off. Once the lights go off, that's when the safety car will come in. So safety car's coming in on lap 22. That will be a 7-lap sprint on soft tires. So this has worked out beautifully for the soft tire runners. Strategy wise, everything wise. Like they're barely gaining tire wear currently under the safety car as well. They probably have 2-3% tire wear. But you gotta meanwhile look at the disadvantage of the harder compound tires at this moment in time. Jarvis and Dark Fox are going to have to work these tires, as Dark Fox is already working the tires. They're going to have to work the tires so they don't lose as much time compared to everyone else. Everyone's going to have to work the tires because the safety car goes too slow, which is a bit of an issue. Oh well, Tormund is now gone on softs. He's boxed, he's gone on softs. He knows that softs is the way. He's not really losing anything by pitting at this moment in time. He will just end up at Dented's rear end. So he will benefit greatly. So the soft runners at the back are the people we're going to watch out for if they get points. Although they do have penalties. Let me remind myself what it is. So Tormund will have a drive-through. Detour is 3 seconds, and Dented is nothing. So Detour and Dented is the people we're going to have to watch out for. A safety car is going in this lap. There's an entire sector for Corsair to control. As what's happening here? I think Corsair broke suddenly, and Jarvis didn't see an overshot. As well, yep, Corsair is going to be maintaining the pace. He's keeping the brakes warm, surprisingly. Probably to keep the tires warm, but the tire sim doesn't actually exactly work like that. But there's also still the limiter. But there's a strategic advantage for Corsair to go this slow, as Jarvis is doing the Max Verstappen thing. A bit illegal there, Jarvis. But yeah, now Corsair goes. If he doesn't get limited. Yeah, he's not going to get limited. So Corsair is going now. He was going very slowly to very much disadvantage the harder tire runners right behind him. So Corsair to Jarvis 1 second already. Jarvis to Dark Fox over a second. Bosfeld on the back of Dark Fox as Dark Fox is weaving to warm up his tires. But I don't think that will be enough. I think Bosfeld will be able to maybe keep up with Dark Fox and actually probably get P3. I don't know, but Buffles is holding on to Bosfeld as well. With Imola just outside of DRS, John Hannes 6 cents back, Focus Boy, Ghosted, whatever. No, there is no spicy action going on other than Hassan pitting for softs. Well, no, there is spicy action. Dented's benefited a lot, and that's probably from people pitting. Dutoy also has benefited more. He's jumped Dented, and Dutoy is gonna be on Sparkplug's gearbox. I was about to say but that's kind of weird. Sexualizing a car. As Tormund gets past Timer Regime on the fresh softs, absolutely flying. Unlucky for the people who stayed out on the hard tire. So, Sparkplug gonna go basically through Focus Boy on the hards. He's already dumped all of his battery. As Dutoy is broken so late, almost loses the rear and almost spins, but he keeps it going. He doesn't lose any positions or gain any at the same time. As Corsair set the fastest lap, a 120.5 on the fresh softs. Surprisingly, Corsair's strategy of holding back and waiting for the safety car to get into the pit lane has worked. It has caused massive gaps between everyone. So I think the positions will be changed on penalties, as Dutoy and Dented currently fighting it out with Tormund as well. Tormund, oh, there's a bit of barging there as it goes almost 3 wide, but Tormund goes through the inside as Dutoy's outbroken himself. Again, relegating himself to the back of this little chain. As we have a spinner of, I believe that is Psycho. Yeah, that is Psycho. That is unfortunate for him. He has been lapped by the entire field, I believe, other than Hassan. What else is happening currently? We have Buffles on the back of Bosfeld, but there is no DRS yet, so there is no point in going for overtakes unless you're significantly faster than the car ahead of you. As we have Focused Boy getting overtaken by Tormund on the fresh softs, going literally just straight through him. Makes sense, as Focus Boy has been ghosted the entire way through the race. At least he's not exploited it. Corsair, fastest lap, again, 20.3. He is only heating up and is going to go faster from here. DRS is enabled. Buffles Fontaine will not get it until the DRS zone in Sector 3, as there is only one sensor for 2 DRS zones for the first 2 DRS zones. Tormund gets disqualified as he ignores the drive-through penalty. That is unfortunate. He was driving pretty well, but yeah, unfortunate. Disqualified. P20, not finishing. Unlucky. You can't serve drive-throughs under the safety car. So, Bosveld. What's he going to do currently? What is he going to do? I'm also interested in this Dented Skull battle with Dutoy, but I don't think it's going to happen until the DRS zone. So we're going to watch on board with maybe Buffles. No, I don't think Buffles will have... Will it? Bosveld's already out of ERS. Buffles will not make it this time around. Will John Hannes make it? No, he will not. Will Sparkplug make it? No. Will anyone make it here? Nope. The gaps are too big. Dutoy is out of ERS. As well as Dented. That is a bit unfortunate, but very good for Focused, as we have a spinner of Dark Fox once again. He's spun for the 3rd time this race. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I like to call this man the Choke Fox from now on. I've been calling him that, actually. Nonchalantly off stream, but oh well. Love you, Dark Fox, if you're rewatching this, by the way. Focus Boy gaining from that, but Dark Fox will instantly gain that position back. Both of these guys on used tires, as Psycho has spun again. Will he just go into the pits? He's going into the pits. Well, he's trying to go into the pits and not bottom out. This is entertaining. Kind of. As he does like a 7-point turn there. He might retire, he might go for softs. I have no clue. But Buffles Fontaine, still there. Yeah, Psycho's retired in the pit lane. Still there, but not gaining anything on Bosveld, unfortunately. John Hannes is closer than ever to Imola. Will John Hannes get the position on Imola before the end of the race? Probably not, and probably not this time around. Sparkplug, what will he do? Nothing. As we have, no, that's the other flag for the retired car. We're going to ignore that. As Buffles has somehow fallen out of DRS, so he's out of DRS now. That is not a good thing for Buffles, but it's a good thing for Bosveld. As Bosveld is dumping ERS to try and break out of DRS, but he won't have to worry until the end of Sector 2. As Dark Fox is pitting for the fastest lap, probably. That's what I'm assuming. He's pretty much given up and he's just going to steal the fastest lap from Corsair. John Hannes, nothing there yet. Sparkplug, nothing there either. That's unfortunate. So we have Bosveld in the fringes. Sorry, Buffles Fontaine in the fringes of the DRS from Bosveld. Obviously, Buffles has a lot more ERS, so he has a lot more to play with and a lot more power overall. So he will maintain being in DRS. It is no stress until he runs out of ERS. Jarvis is slowly gaining on Corsair, by the way. We might have to watch that as well. A Sparkplug has gotten past Keegan. Interesting. I did not see that coming there. There's nothing going to be happening there. Nothing going to be happening over here as well. Hassan, the latest to get a 3-second time penalty. He is dead last, unfortunately. So it won't really affect him as much. As John Hannes now. Closest driver to anyone else on track. What will he do into turn 3 on the second last lap of the race? Will he be patient, or will he wait until... Well, yeah, will he be patient and wait until the last lap, or will he just go for it? What will he do here? As we also see Buffles just chase down Bosveld. Hassan has spun on the fast chicane. I'm not really paying attention to that. Just gonna mention it and then move on. John Hannes sticking to the back of Imola. Into the fast chicane now. These two, well, John Hannes is dumping, but Imola isn't. Imola is prepping to defend like hell for the last lap. So that is very, very strategical of Imola. And perhaps if Buffelsfontein lets Imola through and Imola has the pace, maybe he could get Bosveld as well for the podium. You never know, or if Bosveld makes a mistake. What will happen? Maybe Buffelsfontein will challenge Bosveld. Maybe there will be teamwork at play for overall more points. So this will be a very interesting fight for effective P3 or P4. As we come to the last lap. Jarvis 1.2 seconds now behind Corsair. They both have no ERS, but Jarvis has better tyres. Corsair has lost the rear end. Maybe there'll be a move into the final DRS zone, the final overtaking opportunity for Jarvis, as Corsair is kind of actually struggling on those soft tyres. Currently as well, we have Denton, who's retired. He died on the second corner of the last lap. That is unfortunate. This is all to play for now. Bosveld is still leading the Buffelsfontein train, pretty much. Well, it's the Bosveld train at this point in time. As, well, Jarvis is on the back of Corsair. A tenth separates them. Full DRS, full ERS, as he's going to go around the outside of Corsair. Corsair's going to try and hold it in the inside. He will brake later, but will Jarvis have the switchback? He tries. He will try. He will maybe... Oh, he re-ends. He re-ends Corsair. But I think that's it for... Well, no, actually, Corsair's got a 3-second time penalty, so Jarvis is actually going to win this race. My first choice. My GOAT. Jarvis will win this race. Not on track. Maybe he's trying for on track, though. He does get it on track. Does he get it on track? I'm not sure, but let's see what's happening with Imola and John Hannes. Nothing there. So, yeah, okay. Corsair finishes ahead of Jarvis on track by 0.07 of a second, but Jarvis wins it on penalties. Well played to Jarvis from V-Drop. Very nice. Good job for him. Bosveld finishes P3, the widest Williams known to man. Defended his heart out throughout in the entire race. What a good drive from him. I have to applaud that. Bosveld, my GOAT. Imola P4, solid showing from him. John Hannes P5, also a solid showing from him. Buffelsfontein P6 with that 6-second time penalty from track limits. A bit unfortunate there. He could have maybe been a very good podium runner. Sparkplug P7, Keegan P8, Dutoy P9 with focused, well, pretty much on his ass. Might have been penalty there. I believe it is Dark Fox P10 or P11, I cannot remember. I didn't look. Focus Boy, driver of the day. I will screen... Oh, I was too late. Oh wait, no, I got it. Never mind. I thought I was too late to screenshot that. I have got it. I have had fun commentating. I will be here next week. And I will hopefully not insult the drivers as much. But it is entertaining, to be fair. As we now see the driver of Alfa Romeo, who does the gritty for first place. My GOAT. Yeah. Oh well. So we've got Jarvis, who finishes P1 and started P3. Corsair, who finishes P2 and started P1. That's the wrong button. I've timed that terribly. So we got Jarvis, Corsair, Bosveld, Imola, John Hannes, Buffelsfontein, Sparkplug, Keegan, Dutoy, and Focused, rounding up the top 10. Good drives from Focused, 18th to P10, although he was ghosted, so we don't know if that was exploited. I'm assuming not. Dutoy, also a good drive, P15 to P9, very good from him, as well as from Keegan, Sparkplug, and honestly Bosveld. Bosveld is honestly my driver of the day. Imola as well, P9 to P4. Not quite a really good showing from everyone. Not a good showing for Timer Regime, Dark Fox, and Lucas, unfortunately, who pretty much just died on the last corner. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, to be honest. That was my first commentary in a while. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. Let me quickly screenshot this. Please get the penalties away. There we go. Thank you. I had fun commentating. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And hello, Corsair. How's it going? Good try here. Very good try. Unlucky on the penalty. But yeah, that's it from me. There will be, I believe, Tier 2 tomorrow, casted by Emoler. And then F2 casted on Friday by Emoler and Brett as well. And yeah, so I wish you guys a very, very blessed evening, day, week, whatever. And yeah, cheerio.